CubeFit Yoga. So we'll be moving together for 20 minutes, and all you need for your practice today is a yoga mat. I do have some yoga blocks. Those are completely optional, but if you have access to those or even a couple books, that will totally do the trick as well. But they are optional, so no pressure if you don't have access to those. As you get your space set up, a couple announcements for September. Balance Bingo will be wrapping up this week, but you can still participate if you have not done so already. The bingo card can be found on our CubeFit Slack page. Tech Try Sprint finished this week, so if you did complete that, make sure you submit your miles so you get credit for that. And then this Wednesday, we have our next cooking demo. If you need the invites or any additional info for any of those programs, just reach out to me and let me know. Again, for today's class, all you really need is your yoga mat, but if you have blocks, go ahead and grab those too. We're going to start today. You're going to come down onto your back. And once you're there, go ahead and pull your knees into your chest. Take a gentle rock from side to side. Go ahead and relax at center. Rest your feet back down on your mat. And then you're going to walk the soles of your feet together. Allow your knees to fall wide for Supta Baddha Konasana. If you do have yoga blocks, you could place them on the outside of your legs to bring the ground a little bit closer and just to offer a little bit of support. But if not, legs can just kind of hang out. And then you're going to extend your arms up overhead. Your palms are facing the ceiling. You can kind of lift up onto your shoulders a little bit more as you pull your shoulder blades closer together. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, draw your elbows in just a little closer to your body. So at least that cactus arm, so your elbow is at your shoulder height, but you could also take a little bit lower if it feels okay. So opening across your hips, across the shoulders, the chest. Take a deep breath in, fill your lungs as much as you can. And then open your mouth and sigh the air out. Good. One more time. Big breath. Let it go. Take your arms down to your sides. And if you have those blocks, you can go ahead and take them and just place them off to the side of your mat. Bring your hands to the outside of your thighs now and then assist your legs back together. Pull your right knee into your chest. Give your leg a big squeeze. Roll out your right ankle a few times. And then switch legs. Pull your left knee in. Same thing on this side. Circle it out. Pull both knees in. This time, rock up and down your spine. You could take your hands to the back of your thighs if you find that that's a little bit easier to get some momentum. But rock up and down once more. And then come to the top of your mat. You could cross your ankles and then roll over top, or you could thread your legs over to the side and make your way into tabletop from there. Place your hands underneath your shoulders and then place your knees directly underneath your hips. Spread your fingertips wide. And then externally rotate your arms. So your arms are straight and strong in that external rotation. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and down your back. Breathe in, pull your shoulder blades together even more, and then drop your belly, arch your back as you look up. Exhale, round your spine. Keep your arms straight as you push into the ground and pull the shoulder blades apart. Breathe in, draw your gaze back up, cow pose. Breathe out into cat pose. One more time, inhale. Exhale. And back into a neutral spine, hips in line with your shoulders. Tuck your toes. Rock forward and back now. Should give you a nice stretch through the bottoms of both of your feet, maybe through your toes. And if that stretch feels good, you can press back and hold instead, and then shift weight side to side. If that's a little bit too much, you can just come back forward a little bit and take some of that pressure off. Listen to your body. Rock back forward so your shoulders are over your wrists again. Keep your toes tucked. Engage your core, so hug your belly button in. Keep the core braced and hover your knees off the mat. Breathe and hold. Hold that shape. Hold that engagement of your core. Stay for one more breath. Exhale, straighten your legs, find downward facing dog. And then feel free to move around. Bend one knee and then the other. Walk your hands further in front if that feels better. Shake your head out. Any bits of movement that feel good, go ahead and explore. And start to slow down those movements as you make your way into down dog. Keep your hips high and press your chest towards your thighs. Try and let your heels sink as heavy as you can towards your mat. Take a breath in and look between your palms. Exhale, walk your feet to your hands, forward fold. Take your feet hip width apart and then reach your hand to opposite elbow. Gently rock side to side, ragdoll pose. Release your arms. Bend your knees and bring your chin towards your chest. Slowly roll up to stand. As you reach standing, the last thing to lift will be your head. Once you're there, sweep your arms up overhead. Take a deep breath in. Interlock the last 3 fingers. Keep your pointer finger free. Arch the body a little bit more. So send your hands back, look up towards the ceiling. One more breath in. Exhale, release your hands, reverse swan dive all the way down towards the mat. Breathe in, find your halfway lift. So fingertips can graze your mat if you can lengthen your spine from there, or hands at your shins, or hands at your thighs. Exhale, bring your hands to your mat, bend your knees a lot, and then step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Bend your knee today, and then roll your hip open if that feels good. Inhale, re-extend your leg. Exhale, use your core to pull your knee as close as you can to your chest, and then step your foot between your hands. If you'd like, you can lower your back knee. Breathe in, push into your feet, draw your arms high for crescent lunge. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Tuck your hips slightly under so that you're not finding that big arch like we would in cow pose, kind of an in-between, right? A neutral spine. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath. And then on your exhale, spin your back foot down, open your arms out wide for warrior 2. Send a little bit more weight into the outer edge or the pinky toe edge of your left foot. And then root down into your big toe, your pinky toe, and your heel of your right foot. Notice if your right knee wants to drop in, and I want you to try and align it with your ankle. Full breath in. Full breath out. Breathe in, straighten your right leg. Exhale, reach your right hand towards the front wall, and then tick-tock your arm so that the inside of your, or the outside of your hand glues to the inside of your thigh. Reach your left arm up towards the ceiling. Keep the front of your body open, so squeeze your glutes, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, reverse your warrior. So you're going to rebend your front knee. Take your left hand to your left thigh and reach your right arm high. Option is to take your left arm to your low back for a half bind. Look up towards your right hand. And then get a little deeper into your lunge. Maintain that same foot position and knee position as we did in warrior 2. Breathe in. On your exhale, cartwheel your hands to your mat and then step back into downward facing dog. Breathe in, lift your left leg now. Exhale, bend your knee and then open your hip if that feels good. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Inhale, push the ground away and then rise up, crescent lunge. You can always support the back knee by taking it to the ground for this one. Draw your shoulders back and down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Another breath. Exhale, spin open, find warrior two. Shoulders relax away from your ears, and then take your gaze over your left hand. Root into your feet, knee over your ankle. Inhale, straighten your left leg. Exhale, reach your left hand forward, and then tick-tock your arms, triangle pose. Take your gaze up to your right hand. Push your hips, your chest forward as you engage your back body. Inhale, take your right hand to your right thigh, rebend your left knee and sweep your left arm high overhead, reverse warrior. Option for that half bind, right arm to your low back. Bend a little bit deeper into your lunge. Keep the outside of your right foot planted. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to your mat, downward facing dog. Breathe in, lift your right leg high. Exhale, bend your knee and open your hip. Let's move a little bit faster now. Breathe in, extend your right leg. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Inhale, rise, crescent lunge, reach your arms up. Exhale, spin open, find warrior two. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Exhale, reach, and then hinge, triangle pose. Pause in this shape for a full inhale and a full exhale. Option to go right into that half bind. Take your hand to your low back. Complete the inhale as you draw your right arm high. Bend your front knee for reverse warrior. Exhale, bring your hands to your mat. Step back, downward facing dog. Breathe in, lift your left leg. Exhale, bend and open. Inhale, lift your leg. Exhale, step. Breathe in, rise. Breathe out, open. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, reach, triangle pose. Breathe in, open. Breathe out. Option half bind. Inhale, take your right hand to your low back, bend your front knee, reverse your warrior. Exhale, hands to your mat, downward facing dog. Breathe in, look between your palms. Exhale, walk, step, or maybe even hop into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, rise up to stand. Interlock your last three fingers and take your pointer finger up towards the ceiling. Exhale, reverse swan dive. So arms come out to the side, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to your mat, step into downward facing dog. Slowly lower to your knees. Bring your big toes to touch and push your hips back. Walk your hands forward, child's pose. If you do have those blocks, you can take them underneath your palms for a deeper chest stretch. You could also take them beneath your forehead or your chest for some more support in this shape. Walk both of your hands over to the right, and if you are using a block, you're going to keep your right block and you can just kind of bring it out to the side. Both hands come onto your block now. So you'll stack your hands either way, but take them over to the right. Push your hips to the left a bit more and deepen your breath. Walk your hands over to the left now. Same thing on this side. If you have blocks, stack your hands on the block. If not, just stack your hands on the ground. Push your hips to the right. Take your hands back to center. Walk your hands in. And then roll to one side. You'll come up to an easy seated pose. Or actually, we're going to come up to mermaid pose. So not easy seated pose quite yet. So I want you to start with your left leg in front. So the outside of your shin, outside of your leg is trying to meet the ground as close as you can. It's okay for there to be some space. And then the inside of your right leg is going to meet the ground. Now you can place your legs like this so that the bottom of your left foot is kind of glued or close to your right thigh, or sometimes it's a little bit more comfortable. You can actually take your right leg over top and kind of cradle the foot underneath. So either way is totally fine. See what feels best for you. If you have your blocks, you can take them close by. For now, go ahead and just set them to one to the left side, one to the right side of you. Take your left hand, either place it on the block or off of the block for a deeper stretch. Bend your left elbow and then take your right arm up high. Deep breath. On your exhale, take your right hand. Now you're going to place it either on your block or onto the mat. And then lift your left arm up and over. This is where you'll get that nice stretch through the side of your body. Try and keep the left shoulder back. Breathe in. Breathe out. This time, take your hand, your left hand behind your head. Inhale, draw your elbow back, look up. And then exhale, start to kind of cave in a little bit. So you're going to still keep this length, but you're going to start to drop your elbow down towards the right side of your mat to deepen that stretch a little bit and just change it up. So on your inhale, you open. And on your exhale, you start to round. Now remember, you can take a block beneath your right hand if that makes it a little bit nicer. Breathe in, open. Breathe out, start to round. And then go ahead and release. Take both of your hands back behind you. Your fingertips are going to point away from your body if that feels okay. And then bring both of your feet to the ground. Rock your legs from right to left. And then find mermaid pose on the other side. So now your right leg is going to be in front. Again, the bottom of your foot can meet your thigh, or you could stack your left leg just slightly over top so that it's comfortable. Replace your blocks if you'd like to use them. Take your right hand down to the right side of your mat at first. Reach your left arm up and over. On your exhale, place your left hand down and then reach your right arm up and over. Really try and find some length. Reach through your right fingertips. Draw your shoulder blades back. On your inhale, take your left hand or right hand behind your head and open a little bit more. And then on your exhale, round, bring your elbow in. Breathe in, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, draw your elbow out. Exhale, let it drop. Let's do that one more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Go ahead and release. Now come into easy seated pose. Cross your legs. If you have blocks, go ahead and grab them. You're going to place them in front of you, and you can actually stack them if you'd like to give yourself a little bit more support. We're going to move into a forward fold. So without your blocks, you're just going to take your hands to your mat, and then you can start to inch your hands forward. Allow your head and your chest to drop. Now with your blocks, you have a couple options. You can stack your blocks and take them there, or what I like to do is take my blocks on the highest setting, one under each hand, and then you can kind of walk them out and fold from there. So totally up to you. I want you to try and relax as much as possible though. So if those blocks almost make it harder to do, just take your hands to the ground. Try and root through your sits bones. So root the glutes to the mat as much as you can. Try and drop your chin a little bit more. Drop your shoulders away from your ears slightly. Maybe shake out your arms. Take a deep breath in. A little bit more. And then exhale, sigh it out. Keep your chin close to your chest. Slide your hands in towards your body. Sit up tall. Bring your hands to heart center. Keep your eyes closed if you'd like. Thank yourself for showing up today, carving out this time. using this time to connect with your breath, your body, and the present moment. Thank you for being here, and I look forward to practicing with you again soon. Namaste. Have a wonderful rest of your day, rest of your week. If you have questions about today's class or any of the programs we have going on, please reach out and let me know.